Everybody, my name is Guy Martin. I work at Motorola, and I'm actually part of a small team at Motorola called MOST, Motorola Open Source Technologies. And I'm going to get a slide up here a little bit. We're kind of a hybrid. We're not IT, we're not product development, we're somewhere in the middle. We got started as a small, completely geographically dispersed team about 2 years ago, and I was not a TWiki convert. I'll admit to that. I fought it tooth and nail when our team started to use it, and then realized that it was just much easier to keep track of all of the things we have to do. And since we are distributed, I'm the only one on the West Coast. The guy I lead the team with is in Florida. 2 guys that work for us are in Schaumburg, Illinois, and our management chain is in Austin. So I kind of have to have something to be able to keep track of all of the things we're doing. So this is actually our team page, and you can see some of the things that we provide. We actually started out providing an internal version of SourceForge.net inside of the company, and that's actually our kind of main product, but we've since kind of worked TWiki in there, and we actually now run Motorola's central TWiki instance, and I say that because there's, as I was telling some of the folks from TWiki.net earlier, there's kind of these outliers. Everyone, it's viral, right? We know TWiki is viral, so it's kind of been used in all these different places. We do run the centralized instance for Motorola, and my numbers are going to seem very paltry compared to yours.
We have, let's see,
2,000. We have 2,401 users. I just ran these numbers today. 290 webs on our instance, and 37,000 topics. Now, I would love to see your amount of usage inside of Motorola, and for all I know, there might be, which is one of the things I was talking to the TWiki.net guys about, is that there's these outliers. It would be really great if there was a way to do federated search or federated ability to see what these other topics are, so that you can let, a lot of folks have very good reasons for running these TWikis in Asia-Pac or Europe. They don't want to come across the network to our servers in Florida or in Chicago. They want to have their local instance there, but that's a data silo, and I'm trying to get, part of what our team is trying to do is get that taken care of, so we don't have these kinds of data silos anymore. So one of the cool things that we actually ended up using TWiki for right off the bat, oops, I just slid over, was finding out what all of our team is doing. There are only 4 of us, but let's see if this is going to cooperate. But we really needed to be able to see, where's Guy at any one point, where's Rami, the guy I run the team with, and just what is everybody doing. And there's not a really good way, even though we use Outlook or Exchange at Motorola, there wasn't a really good way to do this that we found. So we actually just used the calendar plugin, and we actually really like that. It's a good solution for us. It lets us very easily see at a glance kind of where everybody is. Let's see some of the other plugins we use. This is actually, our team does a brainstorming every month, and actually our one is tomorrow, and I don't have any ideas, and so I'm in trouble. But one of the things we do is we have this kind of cute little plug-in that we can throw in and include, and then have a link to our Bugzilla instance. So it's probably not going to, yeah, it's a little slow. So it takes us right to our Bugzilla instance. So what was one of the other things we did? We actually keep all of our architecture documents for our team. Now, we're trying to get Motorola to a point where we're not throwing Word documents around the network, and we still do that as a company. I mean, a big company here probably knows, if you're in a big company, that you end up throwing Word documents around. We're trying to get away from that, and that's what really sold me when I first started working on this with our team, was that, because we're so geographically dispersed, I really didn't want to be throwing Word documents or PowerPoint, across the network. And so we actually use TWiki exclusively in our 4-person team, but anybody that we come and that wants to collaborate with us and work with us on things, we basically kind of shoehorn them into the TWiki model, if you will. And so one of the things that kind of ends up looking like is here, our team actually is responsible for running opensource.motorola.com. So we run the external website for Motorola's open source portal. To get projects out on that site, we actually have a checklist that we want people to go through and fill out. So what we did is we just created a really quick and dirty template that they can then put in their project name, and we build the project, or we actually build the wiki page with OSMC, the name of their project, and then project, so that we can actually go through and go back and look 6 months later when we approved a project to go on the site and see, okay, who's responsible for it, or did they make sure that they filled out the proper proper things that we needed for our team. That's about it. I would say that one of the things that I talked with the TWiki.net guys about earlier tonight was tagging. Tagging is a really cool thing, and I like tagging in TWiki. There's only one little minor problem. Those of you that are familiar with Delicious might be familiar with this. Scuttle is an open source version of Delicious, and we've actually taken that inside of Motorola, and that's now our centralized enterprise tagging system. So TWiki community would be really good if you had a pluggable tagging architecture so that you could put in something like a Delicious API, which is Scuttle actually implements the Delicious API. It would be really handy to have that, just so that when we don't have two separate places where we've got tags. We're actually finally getting the rest of the IT groups in Motorola to understand the value of tagging. And as a matter of fact, we use LiveLink as the product, is our main document repository inside of Motorola, and we've got them to integrate, the IT groups to integrate with Scuttle. So now all of the enterprise tagging, as far as corporate IT is concerned, is coming to Scuttle. It would be great if I could take TWiki and have that same set of tags.
Great idea.
So. I think that's it. That's basically all I had to show. It's there's SourceForge, there's other stuff, but.
Thank you, Ben.